developer today, you can launch solutions faster than ever, building on the capabilities of Google Cloud Platform, your custom services, and third-party APIs. But as more and more services are integrated, your solutions can increase in complexity, becoming hard to understand and even harder to develop, debug, and visualize. You could write custom services to manage these integrations and host them in manually maintained virtual machines, or link them together with a carefully crafted event-driven architecture. Even with event-driven architecture, observing the progress of a workflow execution is nearly impossible, especially when a workflow might run for hours, days, or even months. Implementing error handling can be difficult. When something fails along the chain of events, it becomes burdensome to track down. Plus, chaining services together gives you a growing distributed system with less predictable behavior over time. Changes to one workflow may break another workflow also using those events. Without a central definition of the entire workflow, it can be hard to see the full picture and make appropriate changes. So how can you best use the power of different services in your custom workflow without all of these issues? By using Google Cloud Workflows. Cloud Workflows is a fully managed service that gives you the power to integrate microservices and APIs while also error handling and streamlining future development. From one central place, you can describe steps to combine custom services, Google Cloud products, and anything with HTTP APIs into an automated workflow. And because it's serverless, workflow scales to meet your demand, so you only pay for what you use. So how does it work? Let's look at the two primary use cases, event-driven workflows and batch jobs. Event-driven workflows execute when a certain trigger happens. For example, let's say one of your e-commerce customers has just placed an order and they need their invoice. A new e-commerce event order kicks off the workflow. First up, a Cloud Run app receives data from the event and generates a PDF. Then the PDF is passed to a Cloud function that encrypts and compresses it into a zip file. And finally, the PDF is sent to a third-party email API, sending the invoice to the customer. Batch workflows consist of running large jobs potentially on a regular basis. For example, a nightly job to check on any incomplete orders from your e-commerce site. Each night at midnight, the workflow is kicked off. The database is queried for any incomplete orders in the past 24 hours. Each valid account is sent to a Cloud function that can generate a personalized offer. The offer is sent to a separate function to generate an email, and those emails are sent using the same third-party API. In both cases, Workflow gives you a holistic approach to workflow management. From the user interface or from your favorite editor, you can build custom workflows and investigate ones that are already running. When calling other Google Cloud services, Workflow handles all the underlying details, like transport authentication and waiting for long-running operations. Google Cloud IAM makes it even easier to manage permissions so you don't need to worry about unauthenticated requests. Workflow also gives you full visibility into what's happening. You can see each step execute as your workflow handles errors, retries, and recovers from failures, even for third-party APIs. Plus, Workflow executes with low latency and no cold starts, with fully managed scaling making them ideal for event-driven tasks. If your workflow is a batch orchestration workflow for data engineering or ETL, you may want to look at Google Cloud Composer, built on Apache Airflow with data analysis-focused integration. It's built for workflows involving data analysis. On the other hand, if your workflow is focused on orchestrating work done by services, Cloud Workflow delivers a fully managed, easy-to-use solution. Bring your mission-critical workflows to Google Cloud Workflows to discover how quickly you can deploy powerful solutions while knowing everything will scale, operate reliably in a fully managed, cost-effective environment. Check out cloud.google.com/workflows to learn more and to try it out yourself.